Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks, cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I did a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the sky. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay, I ain't showing up. Jay. They like country need another one. They like country need another one. Quasi going crazy. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on starts and sits for week 10. And also, guys, I'm going to go over some news. And if you got any type of question, put it in the comment section. And you know what we do. spam the chat with the 100 symbol. Let me know you here. Let me know you support me. And also, guys, if you need help, you need a consultation, sign up as a Phenom Crew member and you get a free consultation. That's a $40 value, but it's going to be $20. Actually, it's going to be free for you for the first one, but $20 every time after that, guys. So make sure that you sign up as a member to make sure you get your questions read out and also answered inside the comment section. Okay. So let's talk about also, guys, before I get started on to the news, I want to say this real quick. Guys, I know I haven't been live in a couple of days, but I was going through a situation in one of my listener leagues where a guy dropped all his players and he actually worked with me. And it's been very hectic at work. So I've been trying to deal with that. It's not really been a big thing, but it's something that I had to deal with. So I had to kick him out of my leagues, and I'm also dealing with some stuff at work. But we here today. We're gonna move forward. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. There was just a lot of stuff that I had to deal with. But let's get started. Let's look at some news. Let's see who's out, who's trending, what's going on. Yes, sir. Let me shout out some of the loyal subscribers. Let me see. I see you, D Lion. I see you, bruh. I see you, Mr. To you. Okay. So let's see here. We got. So, guys, Joey Bosa, he was on an injury report for the Chargers. I know a lot of people are streaming the Chargers defense right now. That defense is hot. As my intro song go, ha, ha. So they hot. So Joey Bosa's not on the injury report. He's been looking good. That whole defense has been looking good. So if you stream that defense, I'm gonna keep streaming them. They look really good. Let's see here. Anything that's relevant for us, like some offensive players. Minka Fitzpatrick will not be playing for the Steelers, so he's still going to be out again. Zaire Franklin, the middle linebacker for the Colts, who's really good, he's not going to play. And Devin Singletary is expected to lead the backfield again, but I'm not going to tell anybody to play him. That was, guys, I told y'all to play him. The reason why I told y'all to play him last week wasn't nobody else coming in taking his carries, and he still played terrible. So what that tells me, you can't trust anybody in that backfield. I don't care if it's Damian Pierce or what's going on. You cannot trust anybody in that backfield. They just not going to give them the value. The offense just thrives to C.J. Stroud. Let's see here. Donovan People-Jones is questionable to make his debut for the Lions, so he's probably not going to play this week. DK Metcalf is good to play. He's going to be playing. Kenneth Walker not listed on the injury report. Now, I still like Zach Charbonnet. I'm still starting Zach Charbonnet in some leagues because I feel like the ratio is changing. They getting more of a 50-50. Kind of what I think this is what Pete wants. You remember when he was at in USC, he split it between Reggie Bush and Lindell White. And I think that's what he wants, unless he got like an upper echelon running back and he's killing like a Marshawn Lynch. But if you ain't playing like Marshawn Lynch, he want to split it up. Appreciate you, D Lion, member for 2 months. Appreciate you, bro. Always supporting the channel. Always supporting the channel. And guys, make sure you put your comments into the question. Put your comments inside the comment section, and I will get to it. I will answer your questions. Appreciate it. Just be patient. I just going to get through this through the news. And Jackson Smith-Njigba will be playing. He's not listed. Let's see here. David Njoku is playing. Christian Watson is not listed on an injury report. That don't mean you have to play him, but he's not listed on the injury report. Zay Jones is out, so he's still not back, but you can stash him. You can go ahead and stash Zay Jones. I'm not a big Zay Jones guy, but I know he's a touchdown guy. That team does run better when Zay Jones is out there on the field, especially Calvin Ridley. Keaton Mitchell, now I love Keaton Mitchell. I think he's a great stash, but I can't play him with a hamstring injury. I just can't do it. So I would keep him stashed and hold him on my team. I still think he's a good breakout candidate. David Montgomery will be starting. You can play David Montgomery. You can play Jahmyr Gibbs. I think you got to play both of them this week to see what happens. I don't think you sit back and hold none of these guys back to see who hits. I think you got to play both of these guys. Josh Downs is still listed as questionable. I wouldn't play Josh Downs this week, not after him leaving the game early. Let's see. Demario Douglas is listed as questionable, but I think he's going to play. Quay Walker is not playing for the Packers, the deep middle linebacker, the young middle linebacker. Michael Wilson is still listed as questionable. So me, I wouldn't start him, but I am starting Trey McBride and Marquise Bryant. James Conner is listed as questionable, but I think he's going to play. So you roll James Conner out there. He's been out for a while, so they're not going to put him out there if he's still hurt. And Aaron Jones is ready to go. Aaron Jones is a star. Justin Jefferson is listed as questionable. I don't think he's going to play, but you need to get ready to roll him up. I mean, get ready to hold him up and play him for next week. That's what I'm saying. Let's see here. Jamar Chase is listed as questionable. I think he's going to play. T. Higgins is hurt. To me, I wouldn't play T. Higgins. He could go out there and only give you 2 or 3 targets. So I'm worried about T. Higgins because he got hurt during practice, which was a hamstring injury. That makes me nervous. Kyle Pitts is good to go. Nico Collins is out this week. Nico Collins. Do not play Nico Collins. So that's telling me Dalton Schultz is going to have a good game, and you know you're rolling Tank Dell out there. I wasn't really worried about John Metch or anybody else. I would just play Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz. Let's see. Drake London will play week 10. So I love Drake London. He is a star. He is a top 16 wide receiver for me this week. Yeah, and T. Higgins is out. Actually, I'm sorry. T. Higgins is out. I'm just now seeing that. That just popped up. Kyler Murray, I'm starting him, but I'm lowering my expectations for Kyler Murray. I'm not expecting him to go out and give me no 30 point, 40 point. 30 point, 40 point. I'm not expecting him to do that. Let's see. I think that's about it, guys. That really matters for us. Yes. Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm going to go over the starts and sits, but I'm going to get through some of these questions first. D-Lion says, what's popping? What's popping, bro? What's going on with you? Mr. Tilly said, what's up, bro? Demario Douglas or Addison in the flex? 1 point PPR. I'm going with Addison. He got more touchdown upside than Demario Douglas. Demario Douglas should have 7 to 8 targets, but Addison got touchdown upside with 7 to 8 targets. D-Lion said CMC and Monty, anytime touchdown parlay is plus 171. Listen, guys, that guy's on fire with this. So I would go, if you got some money to put on some of this, I would do it. This guy, he knows his stuff. D-Lion says, I will take his spot in the league. Yeah, brother, I wish I should have came to y'all, but I got somebody already in the league, man. I got somebody already in the league, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And at work, man, it's not good. That's why I'm learning, guys. I will not be out. I got a couple guys that's in my league, and they cool. I know these guys for 2 or 3 years. I'm not inviting anybody else from my job in any more of my leagues. I got to separate that because I got to be able to make a professional call when things go bad. And if a guy sees that I have a YouTube channel, he would try to bait me into bad things, right? And so that's what I'm going through at work. So hopefully this gets over and I can get back to doing my content. But that's what I learned from that, bro. But appreciate you, bro. I already got somebody for that spot. Lindell, what's up, bro? He says, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So, guys, like I said, I will get to everybody's question. But let me go through my stars and sits. So I'm going to try to go through here fast. The reason why I don't want to go through all the questions right now, I need for people who come and watch this video, they need to get this. So I don't want my video to be choppy where they have to go and fast forward it to this. So I'm going to go ahead and go through my stars and sits. Guys, just be patient. If you are a member or you cash out, I will get to your question in the middle of me reading out. But that's the only way. Other than that, I'm going to get to everybody. I appreciate everybody that's here. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. All right, let me give me a drink of my coffee. Okay. Colts and Patriots. The Colts, I'm starting Gardner Minshew. I'm starting Jonathan Taylor. I'm starting Michael Pittman. That's it. I'm Joshua Downs. I don't know. I'm not starting him. He went out the game early last week. That's all I need to see. I need him to have a full week of practice before I put him back in the game, before I play him on my fantasy team. For the Patriots, I'm starting Mac Jones. Yes, Mac Jones who? Mac Jones who? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Ramondre Stevenson has got hot. And I know that was one of my guys that I kept telling people, do not drop him. Do not drop him because I know what this team is built around on Ramondre. They don't have a bunch of upper echelon wide receivers. So I believe that Ramondre was going to be good. So Ramondre Stevenson, Demario Douglas, and Honey Henry. Those are the guys that you're playing for that game. Moving on to the Browns and Ravens. I believe this is a Lamar Jackson game. Like, this is a tough game. Tough games is where Lamar Jackson is going to play at his best. He's not going to really be playing at his best for his fantasy purposes in easy games because they're not going to use him up. They don't want this guy getting hurt on a play that nobody needs him. So for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, Gus Edwards, Mark Andrews, and Zay Flowers. That's all I'm starting for the Ravens. Going to the Browns, I'm starting Deshaun Watson, Jerome Ford, Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, and David Njoku. And again, guys, all these guys you don't have to start them, but these are guys that it's okay to start. I'm going to name all the guys that's possible start. Sometimes you got to start guys that are kind of lower, like Kareem Hunt has to have a great matchup, but you ain't going to bench him if you ain't going to go pick up no Amari DiMercato or something like that over Kareem Hunt. So that's why I got him on here. Don't think that he's an optimal top 12 star. Going on to the Packers and the Steelers. For the Packers, the only guy that I trust is Aaron Jones. That's it. If you want to start Christian Watson, that's on you, but I'm not even going to list them. So I'm just going to say Aaron Jones is the only star for this team. Going to the Steelers, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Deontay Johnson, and George Pickens. And George Pickens he been getting a few targets, but I still think he's a good start if you need a wide receiver, especially with the bye weeks. Going on to the 49ers and Jaguars. The 49ers and Jaguars. For the 49ers, Brock Purdy. I'm starting Brock Purdy. CMC, that's easy, right? Brandon Ayuk, I love Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, and yes, Debo is back, and you can start Debo as a flex play as far as expectations. He is a star, but I wouldn't expect him to go 40 points, but I would expect him to give you at least 10 to 15 points. They need Debo, and he's fresh. Debo going to run hard out there. Jaguars, you rolling out Trevor Lawrence, don't get cute. Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley, don't get cute. That's why you got to play him. You drafted him. You got him on your team. You can't bench a number one wide receiver. If he get 8 to 9 targets, you can't bench him. Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk. Going on to the Saints and Vikings. Yes, Saints and Vikings. For the Saints, Derek Carr is a star. I like Derek Carr. Alvin Kamara, you know that. Chris Olave, you got to start him because he's getting a lot of targets, kind of like a Calvin Ridley. And Rashid Shaheed. Now that's a little edgy, that's a little cutting edge, but I like Rashid Shaheed when it comes to the Saints. He's the boom bust guy. He can blow the top off, and I'm willing to make a sacrifice to play that type of guy so I can win the week as a flex play. And Taysom Hill, as a tight end, I'm rolling him out there every week. He is a top 12 tight end. Shoot, he probably is a top 5 tight end the way he's been playing. Vikings, Joshua Dobbs, I'm starting him, rushing upside. That's why I'm starting him over a lot of quarterbacks because he's just safe with the rushing upside. And Jordan Addison. Yes, Jordan Addison. With Joshua Dobbs being there, he's got touchdown upside, and he's a good wide receiver as a rookie. And TJ Hockenson, you know that. And Alexander Madison, especially with Cam Akers being out for the rest of the season. I don't think Todd Chandler is a star, but you can stash him. You can stash Todd Chandler. Moving on to the Texans and Bengals game. The Texans and Bengals. So, guys, for the Texans, C.J. Stroud is a starter. That's easy. Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, and Noah Brown. You can't start Noah Brown because of Nico Collins being out. That's the only reason why I think Noah Brown is a start this week. D-Lion says Nico is out. Yep. Hill and Rice on bye weeks. Right. Half-point PPR need to start 3. I am starting Deontay Johnson. I'm starting, right. Who do I start out of? Jacoby Myers, Jamison Williams, and Quentin Johnson. I'm going to go with Quentin Johnson. That's a little edgy, bro. The safe guy is Jacoby Myers, but I still don't know with Aiden O'Connell being the quarterback. I still don't know what he's going to be. So I would tell you to start Quentin Johnson. I would tell you to go with Quentin. He got upside, and he's going to get some targets. They got to give him targets. They don't have anybody. Joshua Palmer is out. They just got tight ends after that. So I would probably go with Quentin Johnson. Well, the rest of those guys are volatile. So if you're going to get volatile on me, I'm going to go with Quentin Johnson. Jacoby Myers usually is the safe play. If you like Aiden O'Connell, then you go with Jacoby Myers because he's been good, playing good, but not with Aiden O'Connell. So I would go with Quentin Johnson. Great question, bro. All right. And for the Bengals, I'm going with Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, and Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. That's the only guys that I'm starting. I can't start T. Higgins because I don't know what his injuries looks like. Last year, we played T. Higgins and he went out for 2 plays and that was it. I don't want that to happen to y'all. But if you safe for going down with that ship, you can do that. All right, let's move on to the Titans and Buccaneers. Titans, you can start Will Levis, Derrick Henry, D-Hop, and one of my sleepers for the week is Kyle Phillips. Treylon Burks is out, so I'm going to play Kyle Phillips. I think Kyle Phillips can get open in the phone booth. Going on to the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, patty cake. Baker's man, roll around, throw him in a pan. You can play him. He's been playing good. And Rachaad White, PPR monster, running back, PPR monster. Mike Evans, go-to wide receiver. Chris Godwin is a good wide receiver. You can play as a flex or a wide receiver too. And Cade Otton has been balling out as a tight end. So especially in tight end premium, you want to play Cade Otton. Moving on to the Lions and Chargers. Yes, the Lions and Chargers. For the Lions, Jared Goff. Yes, Jared Goff. For the running back, David Montgomery, you got to play him, and you got to play Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'm playing Amon-Ra. And that's it. Well, along with the rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. I'm sorry. Yep, got to play Sam Laporta too. Sam Laporta is a top 12 tight end as a rookie, and that's pretty good. He surprised me this year, especially with Amon-Ra being on the team. Sports House says 18 6-point PPR. I have Gabe Davis in one of my 2 flex spots. Last week, Davis gave me a 0. Okay. I'm thinking of using Dalton Kincaid in the flex and put Davis on the bench. I have Sam Laporta for tight end. Yes or no? Yes, you can do that because you told me I love the way you're thinking, and I'm going to go with your thinking. Now, I don't know. I probably would go with your thinking. I don't know the rest of your team, but I like what you're saying. It makes sense. You ain't trying to get no duds. Gabe Davis too volatile. You okay if he go for 20 points. You ain't doing that again the way he did to you. So I'm going to go with what you're thinking. In this case, with Dalton Kincaid, what he's been doing with the targets, it's okay to put Dalton Kincaid as a flex play and go with Sam Laporta because you don't trust Gabe Davis. That's the way I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to try to say Gabe Davis ain't going to get no targets. Like I said, I don't got no inside trading information. I don't know how many targets Gabe Davis is going to get. I don't know what he's going to do that game. But I do know Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid will get targets, at least 5 apiece. So I'm okay with that, bro. I usually don't like guys to play tight ends in the flex spots, but you can do that at certain times of the year, especially on bye weeks. All right, let's go on to the Lions and Chargers. Lions, Jared Goff, you starting him. Okay, yeah, we did that. Chargers. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, and Quentin Johnson. Those are the guys that I'm starting on that team. Falcons and Cardinals. Falcons, I'm starting Taylor Heinicke. He looks good. I like the way he's spinning the ball. It's better than Desmond Ridder. So Taylor Heinicke, B. John Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Jonas Smith. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. And also put the 100 symbol in the chat, guys. If you're still in here, put the 100 symbol in the chat. I will get to everybody's questions as soon as I get through these starts and sets. Cardinals. Kyler Murray, James Conner, Marquise Brown, and Trey McBride. Yes, that's the guys that I'm starting. And D-Lion says, that man said 6-point PPR. Yeah, I know. But either way, it's still fine, man. PPR is PPR, no matter how many points it is. Okay, so the Giants and Cowboys. Giants, I'm only starting Saquon Barkley, and you can start Wan'Dale Robinson. Appreciate that, Isaac. Appreciate that, D-Lion. Guys, spam that chat with the 100 symbols. It helps the algorithm out. And for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, who's hot. He's on fire. He's been a top 2 quarterback the last couple of weeks. Tony Pollard, who's not been playing that great, but you still got to start him. Then you got CeeDee Lamb, and then you got Jake Ferguson. Going to the Commanders and Seahawks. Commanders, you can start in Sam Howell and Antonio Gibson for maybe the first time this year after week 1 is a star. I think you can start Antonio Gibson in PPR leagues. Excuse me, guys. And Brian Robinson, you can start him. And Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and Logan Thomas. Now, listen, that's a lot of starters. All those guys are not going to boom, but if you got those guys on a bye weekend, that's your best guy, then you start them. That's why I'm naming those guys. For the Seahawks, Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, and Zach Charbonnet. You can, if you got Zach Charbonnet, you need a running back, you can start Zach Charbonnet. I wouldn't start him. I think he's going to go give me no big game, but for us on a bye week, I think he's fine. And DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And Jackson Smith and Jigba. You can start Jackson Smith and Jigba too. It just depends on, like I said, we on a bye week. I'm going to tell these guys that's getting targets is playing good, even though they're giving you 12 or 13 points. Some of you guys got to start them. For 18 leagues, that's not really, you don't need to pay attention to that. 18 leagues, you're starting the stars. But in 12 team, 14, 16 leagues, I got to name these guys because these guys are starters in those leagues. Lindale says, standard, pick 2, Montgomery, Gibbs, or Najee. I'm going to go with Montgomery and Gibbs. Now, if you don't want to play both of them together to squeeze to make sure you get the best running back on that team, then I would say Gibbs and Najee in PPR, and in standard, I would go Montgomery and Najee. But me personally, I would probably play Montgomery and Gibbs together. I think it's okay to play both of them together because Gibbs might give you one big play and give you about 14, 15 points with one 60-yard touchdown and 3 or 4 catches, and Montgomery can give you 2 fall-in touchdowns or 1 rushing touchdown, and that'd be 10 points. That'd be 26 points out of those 2, where if you start Najee and he give you 5, and then Gibbs give you 16, I would rather squeeze the Lions backfield because I feel like that's going to be more points. Great question, though, bro. Great question. Let's see. Let's go on to the Jets and Raiders games. Jets, I'm only starting my boy Breach. Yes, I said Breach. Breach Hall and Garrett Wilson. Breach Hall and Garrett Wilson. Raiders, Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams for the Raiders. So I'm not starting a lot of guys in that game. And last but not least is the Broncos and Bills. For the Broncos, I'm starting Javonte Williams, which I like him as a running back. Trey Ballo on him, and Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. That's it. And for the Bills, Josh Allen, and I will start James Cook. The only reason why I'm starting James Cook, guys, is because he is they playing against Denver, and I think he can catch a couple of passes and maybe get a touchdown. So that's the only reason why I'm starting James Cook. And Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, if you need to, even though he doesn't you, but that's the type of player that he is. He's a boom bust guy, one of the biggest boom bust guys in the NFL. And Dalton Kincaid. Okay, so let's get to everybody comment. Hey, what's going on with you, Eddie? Says good morning. I said what I said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eddie says, start David Montgomery or Ford this week. Ford PPR. Thanks, bro. I'm going with David Montgomery because Ford has a tough matchup. I believe Ford is a start, but out of those two, I'm going with David Montgomery. The reason why the Chargers defense is a chopped liver, but I like the offensive line of Detroit. And I don't believe the Chargers defense is as tough as the Baltimore defense with Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen. So it's tough. If you want to play Ford, I wouldn't say anything because Ford can have a big play. All it takes is one rushing touchdown, right? Just to have a good floor as a running back. But I'm going to go with David Montgomery. Here. Martin Castillo, what's up, bro? He says, good morning, bro. Start Gibbs or Tank Dale. You got to start Tank Dale. I got to go with Tank Dale. Both of these guys are starts, but if you can't get both of them out there, I'm going to tell you Tank Dale. That's tough. Usually I like to go with the running back, but you got to try to get both of these guys in your lineup. Mr. 2, you said, okay, I already did that one. He says, TD, Deontay Johnson or Addison. I got to go with Deontay Johnson. He's a PPR monster. He got like 10 or 12 targets last week. So I'm going to go with Deontay Johnson. Jamal, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that symbol. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Castillo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eddie says pick one flex, 4 PPR. Devontae Adams, Tyler Lockett, Demario Douglas, or Dalton Kincaid. Thanks, bro. Anytime, bro. I got you. Pick one flex. Pick one flex, 4 PPR, Devontae Adams. I'm going with Tyler. I ain't gonna go ahead. Go with Devontae Adams. He's gonna give you the most targets. The most efficient guy, I think, is gonna be. I think the most efficient guy with the best matchup is Tyler Lockett. But I don't want you to sit Devontae Adams. So Tyler Lockett has the best matchup and can give you a touchdown with 80 yards. So he can give you 18 to 20 points. Devontae Adams probably should have more targets than any of those guys, even over Demario Douglas. So if you want to go with the target, which some people say targets is king, and I agree with that most of the time. But I like Tyler Lockett in this matchup. So I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett, but Devontae Adams is the stud. So I don't think you should be sitting Devontae Adams. So it's up to you, bro. I'm going with Tyler Lockett, but Devontae Adams is a stud, so he shouldn't be on your bench. I wouldn't bench him. If I'm gonna bench him, I would try to trade him, especially in a redraft league. I would go ahead and try to trade him now if you're gonna be benching him, because you're gonna miss the boom game if you bench him. Great question, though, bro. You can't put. I like Dalton Kincaid, but he's a tight end. Tyler Lockett and Devontae Adams is too good for you to start Kincaid over them. Demario Douglas will get 6 to 8 targets, but I believe you got guys like Ramondre Stevenson and Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki that's going to be getting targets too. Javier, what's up, bro? He said, would you trade Devontae Smith or Garrett Wilson? B-Rob for B-Rob plus Jacoby or Douglas team. Okay, would you trade for Devontae Smith or Garrett Wilson? I would trade for Devontae Smith. Brian Robinson plus Jacoby or Douglas team. Or Douglas. Okay, or Douglas. Golf, Kyler, running backs are B. John, Rob receiver, A.J. Brown, Douglas, Jacoby, Tank Dale, Laporta. Okay, so I'm trying to get this out. So, yes, I would try to go for Devontae Smith. I would trade Brian Robinson and Jacoby for Devontae Smith if I could do that. Yes, that's easy. Any of those guys, any 3 of them. You could trade Brian Robinson, Jacoby, or Douglas for Devontae Smith, or all 3, especially looking at your team. Let me see. You got A.J. Brown, Pittman. Yeah, you can do all 3. Whatever it takes to get them. Ain't none of those players better than Devontae Smith. You got A.J. Brown, so I would have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I'm okay with playing both of these guys, especially with Dallas Goedert being out for 4 to 5 weeks. I love squeezing a team that I know is an elite offense. It's kind of like playing Tyreek and Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes, right? It's kind of like doing that back in the day. That's what I believe that you're doing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully that answers your question, bro. I'm sorry if I misread it, but I think that's what you're asking me. Brian Robinson plus Jacoby or Douglas. Yes, I would do any of those 3 guys to get Devontae Smith. Tongan, what's up, bro? Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Tongan says, what's up, bro? Please help me out. Who's the star, Kyler or Sam Howell? And also Hunter Henry or Cade Otton. Okay. So I'm going to tell you to go with Sam Howell this week, and you got to watch Kyler. You got to go with the known commodity. And the known commodity is Sam Howell. So play Sam Howell, and also I'm playing Cade Otton over Hunter Henry. So Sam Howell and Cade Otton. Now Kyler Murray might go off, but we ain't trying to play that game. We want to play Sam Howell because we know that he's good in garbage time or even in a close game. We know he puts up a lot of fantasy points, no matter what. Kyler Murray, we haven't seen him play in over almost a year. So you don't go and get super cute and bench Sam Howell and go with Kyler. Now, Kyler, if he goes off, that's good. Then you can know what you got next week. So to me, I'm going with Sam. And then Cade Otton has been balling the last 2 weeks. So I'm playing Cade Otton over Hunter Henry. I have to say, what's good, TD? What's good? Yes, sir. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. It's a cutting edge content, guys. Let me get a little bit of coffee. He says Noah Brown season. Yes, especially with Nico Collins being out. Yes, sir. Tunga says Kyler or Sam Howell. Tongan Kid says he says Kyler or Sam Howell, Hunter Henry or Cade Otton, Pittman or Javonte Williams. Thank you, bro. I got you, Tongan. I'm going with Sam Howell over Kyler, and I'm going with Cade Otton over Hunter Henry, and I'm going with Javonte Williams over Pittman. I'm going with Javonte Williams over Pittman. Okay. Appreciate you, D-Lion. Appreciate you, bro. He says standard pick 2, Montgomery, Gibbs, or Najee. I'm going with Montgomery and Najee. Montgomery and Najee in standard. Those are the guys that I'm going with. D-Line says half-point PPR. Jaden Reed, Jahan Dotson, Quentin Johnson. Need to start two for bye weeks. Okay. So I'm going with Jahan Dotson and half-point PPR. And I'm going to go with Quentin Johnson. I'm going out on a limb, guys. I'm going with Quentin Johnson. He got to do something. He got to do something soon. I mean, I'm going to go to no Jaden Reed. Quentin Johnson is a way better draft capital. Joshua Palmer is out. The Lions secondary is okay. They a solid team, but they not shut down. You got to play Quentin Johnson. So I'm going with Quentin Johnson. Now, I might tell you to sit Quentin Johnson if it was somebody else over Jaden Reed, but it's Jaden Reed. So I'm going with Jahan Dotson and Quentin Johnson. Sports Dog says, Jalen Warren is available on waivers. I have Aaron Jones and James Cook, starting running backs with only Brian Robinson and Chuba Hubbard. Is Jalen going to get enough snaps to be an RB2? Yes. You can start Jalen Reed, not over Aaron Jones, but over James Cook. You can start Jalen Warren over James Cook. I'm okay with that, and over Brian Robinson in a PPR league. I'm okay with that. I think that's a good move. Chris, what's going on with you, bro? Yes, sir, guys. Guys, if you go log in, if you become a member, you get to text me, and you get to text me your teams, and you get to ask me questions. Now, listen, guys. Yes. So, but as a Phenom Crew member, you get like all your questions answered as a chat. I don't want to take questions out of my. Well, let me see. Let me think about that first. Guys, just make sure you sign up as a member, because you get to text me your team. You can't text me your team inside the comment section. That's why I'm doing the texting, because I like to see y'all team before I give you stars and sits questions. But that's for my members. So you know what? It don't matter no matter what tier you on, you can text me and we can do questions, because you are paying money for that. So I'm going to give you that. But I really like to use it just to assess your teams. But Chris is on there, and I've been assessing this team and helping them out, guys. So make sure you sign up as a Phenom Crew member, and you get your question answered. And you get to go, and I get to rate your team, and you get to send me your team inside the chat. It's a lot better than just doing it on YouTube. He says, I need to pick 2 running backs and 2 flexes. Okay. Appreciate you, D Lion. He says, I need 2 running backs and 2 flexes. PPR, Aaron Jones, Rashad Wright, Gibbs, Montgomery, Dale London, Christian Watson. Okay, so your 2 running backs is going to be Aaron Jones and David Montgomery. I think Gibbs is going to have a good game in PPR. So I want to say that. But I'm going to go with David Montgomery because he's the honey touch guy. He gets the green zone touches, which is the 5-yard line and in. So I'm going to go with Aaron Jones. Wait a minute. Full PPR, bro. I got to go with Aaron Jones and Rashad White. I got to go with Rashad White. I hate doing that over Montgomery. You got a good problem, bro. So I'm going to say Aaron Jones, Rashad White, David Montgomery, and Tank Dell. Tank Dell, David Montgomery, Rashad White, and Aaron Jones. Those are the guys that I'm playing. I hate to sit Drake London, but I think you got to play Aaron Jones and Rashad White and David Montgomery. If you wanted to pivot off Montgomery and go to London, I get it. We splitting hairs here, but I'm gonna go with the running back always over when it's close with the wide receiver. So one more time, Aaron Jones with Shad White, David Montgomery, and Tank Dell. Lindell says, bro, I made a trade. I gave up Monty and Nico for Breach Hall. I like that. You consolidated. Breach getting all the work. He getting all the work, and they running the ball almost every play. So I like that move. And Lindell says, now I have Tua, Breach, Brees. I'm gonna start. Tua, Brees, Saquon, Amon-Ra, Jefferson, Devontae Smith, Pickens, and Kincaid. Yes. Love it. Love that. Love the way you gave me context with that. I love that team. That's A- team. That's an A- team if you ask me. And let me see here. And Chris says, bet. Dynasty League also. Okay. Got you, Chris. All right, let me go back up here and finish reading the rest of these. What's up, Shad? What's up, bro? Yes, sir. He said, would you start Kyler over the Titans quarterback? Yes. Yes, I would. Wait, man. Whoo. Yeah, I would. You can do that. If you feel like you want to do that, you can do that. Buccaneers is not, they great against the run, but they not that good against the pass. They actually got a lot of guys out. But Will Levis only got one weapon. That's D-Hop. Treylon Burks is gone. Chigo is he's a sleeper. I mean, you can put him out there for a few points. Kyle Phillips is a sleeper, but I'm not going to tell you to play Will Levis for a sleeper when Kyler Murray got James Conner who can catch. He got Marquise Brown, and he probably going to have Michael Wilson playing. And then he also got Trey McBride. So I'm going to go with Kyler in this situation, bro. Yes, sir. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got. Okay. Let me see how many likes we got. We got 18 likes. Let's get the likes up. We got 25 people in here. Let's get the likes up. I'm going to get to everybody's question. I appreciate you being patient. Kevin, what's up, bro? He said Javonte Williams or Madison this week and McBride or Schultz rest of the season. I'm going to go with Javonte over Madison. And I'm going with Schultz rest of the season of McBride. But that's not because McBride is going to be bad. McBride is going to be good. But Schultz right now, with no Nico and how he's been playing, I think McBride could be better for you in the fourth quadrant in your fantasy football playoffs as Kyler Murray get better. But I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Schultz just because of waiting on Kyler Murray to be great in the fourth quadrant. Right now, Schultz got the sauce. He's a top 5 tight end. So I'm going with Schultz, especially this week. But I guess I could say McBride in the fourth quadrant, which is your fantasy football playoffs. Isaac says, Michael Thomas arrested, bro. Michael Thomas got arrested. Please let me know some more stuff on that, bro. I didn't see that news. I did not see that news. I was looking. Let me know what's going on, man. So that means Rashid Shaheed is going to be a play. Let me know what's going on, bro. Let me see. Zach said start 2. Ramondre Stevenson, David Montgomery, Javonte Williams, James Cook. I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson. And Javonte Williams slightly over David Montgomery. But David Montgomery and Javonte Williams are very close. So you can choose that yourself. To me, I'm going to tell you to go with Javonte just because he ain't got nobody else taking any goal line opportunities, where Jahmyr Gibbs can come and take a few opportunities from David Montgomery just because the way Jahmyr Gibbs played last week. So they're not going to put that in the box. But I do believe David Montgomery, they're not going to put him in the box either. They're going to allow him to get some goal line opportunities to get back in his role, to keep Jahmyr Gibbs fresh for the fantasy football playoffs or for real playoffs. So I like Ramondre and Javonte. Those are guys that's more, they got easier paths to touchdowns. Let me see. Sports dog. He's a TD. I have Josh Palmer on my IR. Any word on how severe his injury is? Move forward. Move forward. You can stash him there. And you're just gonna have to take it day by day, man. Sometimes they come out with stuff. Sometimes things change. Just move forward, bro. And I wouldn't be trying to wait on him. I don't think he's a big enough player or he's gonna change your season to wait on. Now, if he was like out for a week or something, to be different. But right now, you just got to move forward and try to get the best player that you can. And if you had to drop him, I'm not telling you to drop him, but if you had to pick up a guy that you thought could give you a good week, like a 15 to 20 points, then you might have to do that. Yes, sir. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate everybody being here. MH says 4 PPR need to start 3. Drake London, Jordan Addison, Garrett Wilson, Christian Kirk, Devontae Adams. I'm going with Drake London, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson. That's a tough one. Jordan Addison can have a good week, but I'm gonna make it simple, and I'm not making it simple just to maybe not answer your question correctly. But I'm not sitting Drake London, not this week with the matchup that they have. The secondary for the Cardinals is not that good. So I have him as a start, and Garrett Wilson is an alpha wide receiver on this team. They're gonna keep giving him targets. I'm going with Garrett Wilson, even though Zach Wilson is his quarterback. And I'm going with Devontae Adams because what are you going to do with Devontae Adams? Are you just going to have him out there blocking for Josh Jacobs, or are you going to give him about 8 targets and give him opportunities to make plays? They're going to give Devontae Adams on some play actions to Josh Jacobs. They're going to give Devontae Adams some chances to make plays. And I don't want that on your bench with that type of draft capital just to go play a Jordan Addison or a Christian Kirk. So to me, I'm going to go with, and you can mix it up a little bit. Ain't none of these guys a bad start. Only thing I would tell you, don't have Devontae Adams on your bench. Anybody else, that's up to you. I wouldn't be mad if you had him on your bench. But I'm going to say Drake London, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson. Zach, he said start Zay Flowers or JSN. I'm going with JSN, man. I can't trust Zay. He hasn't had a good game, and it's been a while, man. 15 points, the most points he's had. So I'm going with JSN. Zach says Jahan Dotson or Gay. That's easy. Jahan Dotson all day. I'm going with Jahan. Isaac says maybe 6-point touchdown. Right. He might have meant that. Either way, it doesn't matter. Right. I get it. Itty bitty, what's up, bro? He says top of the AM, big fella. Yes, sir. Let me see something, guys. Hold on. Right. Okay. Got you, bro. I see you, D-Lion. I agree with that. I appreciate that. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. And again, for anybody that's in here new, some of my subscribers, I want to tell you, guys, I apologize this week. I got to do a better job with my being safer with my mental. So I got, like I said, I'm not going to mix pleasure in with. I'm not going to mix pleasure in with my work because, like I said, that's what happened. I had a guy that was in my leagues and he dropped all these players in my leagues. We're going through stuff at work, sitting down with our bosses. He's trying to come up, and it's crazy. So I've learned. This is something I've learned. So guys, I had to get my mental right. I didn't want to come on here and with bad vibes. You know me, I wear my emotions on my sleeves, and I'm not afraid to say that. That's what makes my channel good. So I just want to let y'all know. I'm not trying to pull that on y'all, but I want to let y'all know why I didn't go live like earlier. I at least go live between Monday through Friday at least 3 times. I think I only went live 1 time. So I want to tell y'all, forgive me for that, and thank you for the patience. But Itty Bitty says, we starting Kyler Murray over Geno Smith? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and ride with Geno Smith. The Commanders is such a great matchup. I'm riding with Geno. And then we'll wait and see what Kyler does, and then we'll make that assessment next week. Yeah, appreciate that. Zach says, my kicker, let me see here. Zach Seaman says, my kicker, Jake Elliott, is on a bye week. I need to pick up a kicker. Got nobody to drop. Would you rather drop Seahawks defense or Steelers defense? Seahawks defense. I would rather drop Seahawks defense. Let me see. Go down here, see if any new other members. And guys, what I do, I know a lot of you like, well, Tita, you skipping my question. I'm going to get to it, but the members get first priority. And I'm finally learning how to move around and not lose my spot. So I got to go to the members first. That's what they pay for. So I'm not telling anybody that you need to do that or anything, because guys, I'm not going to sit here and push money down your throat. Pause. But that's just the perk of being a member. So make sure you sign up. All you can do is pay $1. Or you can get on another tier and you get other perks, right? You get other perks. You get to come up on a live if you want to. You can chop it up with me today. But you got to be better than the rookie crew. Or better. Let me see. Chris says, Quentin Johnson or Christian Watson or Shakir from the Bills. Bro, I'm going to give you my advice, but you don't got to take it. You're going to make your own assessment, because this is a good question. I'm going to go with Christian Watson. He's healthy. He's playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They need him. They need to get him the ball. I want that big play. Now, listen, you can go with Quentin Johnson. Now, I wouldn't say Christian Watson, but Quentin Johnson is so volatile. I'm going to go with Christian Watson. Shakir is okay, but there's so many mouths to feed over there in that offense. I'm not going to say, now listen, if Shakir goes out and balls again and Gabe Davis doesn't do anything, maybe things are shifting and maybe Shakir can work his way up into a top 36 wide receiver. Right now, he's outside of my top 36 as a wide receiver. So I'm going to go with Christian Watson, but I'm not sitting here and going to tell you that Christian Watson going to have a good game. I'm just telling you it's the lessons of the two evils, right? Or the three. So I'm going to go with Christian Watson. Sports Dog says, 18 6-point touchdown. TD, I put Josh Palmer on my R. So if I picked up Jalen Warren, who would you cut? Chuba Hubbard, Brian Robinson, Demario Douglas, or Rashee Rice? I can go with New Orleans or Detroit. Okay. Who would I cut? It's got to be probably Chuba or Demario Douglas. So I'm going to give you those two guys, Chuba Hubbard or Demario Douglas. If you trust the running backs and you good and you deep at running backs, then you could cut Chuba Hubbard. But Demario Douglas got a low floor. He got a low ceiling. He got a safe floor, but a low ceiling. So I would it would be between Demario Douglas and Chuba Hubbard. I don't think Carolina can run the ball that good, so I might cut Chuba. I can't stand what he did this week. Lindell says, not sure if you into this, but crypto is booming. Very beginning of a bull run. Right. Let me look at my. I got a Coinbase account. Let me go look at my Coinbase account real quick. Like, you're making me nervous because I haven't bought any in a while. I don't want it to get too far there and then it'd be too late. I might have to dump a bunch of my savings in there before Bitcoin go crazy. As long as it's in the 30s, I'm okay. Let me see. $37,000. Wow. Bitcoin, yep, it's going up. You right, bro. I need to go ahead and buy some. You right. Thank you for letting me know that, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know it, bro. You know it. Bro, we need to get up and chop it up about some business moves. We need to chop it up, man. We can help each other portfolios. And that's the type of stuff that I want to do. I mean, I'm not going to do that necessarily right now on my channel, but as I grow, I want people to grow not just in fantasy football, but in life. That's just me. Our life is very important. I care about life too, but our fantasy football is what this channel does. Okay, let me move up and get to some of y'all other questions, guys. Appreciate everybody being patient. I really do. Appreciate everybody being patient. CHB, what's up, bro? He said, who should I start in the flex? Christian Watson, Pickens, or Kyle Phillips? Bro, you're going to have to make that choice. I'm going to tell you it's between Christian Watson and George Pickens. Who your favorite player between those two? Who you trust? What you willing to go down with? I wouldn't play Kyle Phillips over, even though Kyle Phillips could finish better than those two. You're going to have to choose between Christian Watson and George Pickens. Me, I might will go with Christian Watson just because I think he can score me a 70-yard touchdown. And in my leagues, that gives me extra points. So I would probably go with Christian Watson, but that don't mean that's better in your league. So it's Pickens. CHB says, should I stash Leonard Fournette? Yes. Listen, don't turn no running back down, just like I don't turn nothing down but my collar. I don't turn anything down but my collar. CHB says, I'm a James Cook owner. Yeah, I know, bro. Yes, sir. Good morning to you, bro. Yes, sir. Brian, what's up, bro? He said, hey, Collar or Herbert? I'm going with Herbert. You got to go with Herbert. You can't get cute. Not yet. Collar ain't showed us anything this year yet. Zach said, should I try to trade Devontae Smith and Nico Collins for Justin Jefferson? My other wide receivers in that league are Tyreek Hill, Jahan Dotson, and Zay Flowers. No, I wouldn't trade Devontae Smith. I would trade Nico Collins and JSN, but I wouldn't trade Devontae Smith. So take Devontae Smith out the deal and try to get and Tyreek Hill and Jahan Dotson. But anybody else, I would try to use it to go get Justin Jefferson. But I wouldn't touch Devontae Smith and Tyreek Hill. Or even Jahan Dotson. But you could do it, Jahan Dotson, if you wanted to. Kevin, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. CHB says Hunter Henry, Jawan Johnson, Michael Mayer to start at tight end this week. I guess I gotta go with Hunter Henry. Now listen, if Michael Thomas, I heard somebody said Michael Thomas got arrested. If Michael Thomas is out, I will go with Jawan Johnson. If Michael Thomas is not out, then I'm probably going with Hunter Henry. And I don't feel great about none of those tight ends. Jawan Johnson's been okay the last couple of weeks, but I don't feel great about it. So I would probably say if Michael Thomas is out, it's Jawan Johnson. It's easy. But Hunter Henry, if everything's equal. Appreciate you, D-Lion. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Javier. Yes, sir, bro. Duncan says Jonah versus Arizona or Gerald Everett versus Detroit. Man, I guess I got to go with Jonah. I don't feel great about talking about Jonah, but I guess I got to go with Jonah. Gerald Everett probably going to get some targets, but Jonah got like touchdown upside. So, bro, and that can totally go wrong. Who knows what Arthur Smith is going to do? He don't use Bijan correctly. He tries to use Drake London correctly. He gives Tyler Algier a lot of carries like he's a phenom. I mean, I don't know. But I understand why you got Jonah up here and the matchup is good. So I'm going to go with Jonah. I mean, I don't feel great about it. I'm not. That's why I don't talk about Jonah, because I think that's just something to get you caught out there. But I got to give him respect. He's been putting up a lot of points in fantasy. Duncan says, what's up? What's up, bro? CHB says Jordan Love or Will Levis. I'm gonna go with Jordan Love. I'm going to go with Jordan Love against the Steelers. I know that doesn't sound great, but it's a rookie, Will Levis. He don't have a lot of weapons. All right, let me see what's going on down here. Sports Dog said, I can run New Orleans defense or Detroit defense. What works for you for week 10? I would probably go with, I'm probably going with New Orleans defense. And it's close. Both of those are pretty good defenses, but I'm probably going with New Orleans. I'm going with the New Orleans defense. Linda says, I got you, bro. I've been involved in crypto since 2019. Okay. So, yeah, make sure you hit me up, bro. Hit me up, and we can chop that up and let me know what I need to do and stuff like that, man. I mean, I'm pretty decent in crypto. I'm decent. I got a little bit of change in there, but I haven't dumped my savings in there. So I might go ahead and dump my whole savings in there. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. Okay. Zach says, I'm starting Trey McBride with Kelsey on the bye week. Yes, sir. That's fine. I'm okay with playing Trey McBride this week, especially as a tight end. Castillo, he says, TD need one for this week. There is much on waivers. Odell Beckham, Quentin Johnson, or Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm going to go with Quentin Johnson, a little bit over Odell Beckham. I don't know nothing about what Danny, Tommy, DeVito going to do. Appreciate you, MH. Yes, sir, guys. Spam the chat with the 100 symbol. Let me know you in here and you're still listening and showing support to your bruh. Yes, sir. Let me see what the likes at right now. Where's the likes at right now? We should have at least 30 likes. Come on, guys. We got 25. Let's get the likes up to 30. Let's get the likes up to 30. Marcos, what's up, bro? He says, good morning. Half-point PPR, Jahmyr Gibbs or Jerome Ford? Thank you. And half-point PPR, I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. G-Money, he said, what's good, TD, Pickens or London? I'm going with London. I'm going to go with London over Pickens. B-Dubs, what's up, bro? He says, Henry or White? So that's Derrick Henry or Rashad White. I'm going to go with Rashad White and half-point PPR. I'm going with Rashad White and half-point PPR. Zach Siemens says, starts Pickens or Dotson? I'm going with Dotson over Pickens. But it's close. I like Pickens, but I got to go with Dotson. He's been booming the last 2 weeks. He got a nice little 2 or 3 game trend. Okay. Let me see here. Appreciate you, Stacy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you, guys. She's been showing my support to my channel for about, I think it's going on about 2 years now. Faithful. Subscribe to the OnlyFans. Always coming into the lives when she get a chance. And supporting your homie. And I appreciate that, Stacey. I really do. Appreciate you. Lindell says, I can hit you up today if you got time. Yes. Yes, hopefully. I think you got my numbers and know how to hit me up. Just hit me up on one of my numbers, and I got you, bro. Appreciate that. Chris says, I got some nice crypto plays working right now. Let me know. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know, Chris. You got that? You are a Phenom crew member or you are a Pro Bowl crew member. So hit me up. We can chop it up about that. D Lion says the Elimination League. My wife needs tight end with Kelsey bye week. Okay. I told her Logan Thomas, but she wants to take Thomas, Otten, Jonnu, or Hunter Henry. I like Otten. She could go with Otten. It's between Otten and Logan Thomas. It's between Otten and Logan Thomas. I think both of those guys are even, but I do think Otten might have a chance to get more targets. There's so many mouths to feed on the Washington Commanders. I think Otten is the third guy. I think it's actually he might be the fourth guy because Rashad White is getting targets. But Otten has looked good in the red zone. He's a big target in the red zone. So I'm gonna go with Otten and then Thomas over Jonah and Hunter Henry. Yeah, I got you. I figured that, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's go back up here and finish. I appreciate everybody being patient. Guys, let's get the likes up. Yep, we got that already. Thank you, CHB. And Zach says, I'm starting Trey McBride with Kelsey on the bye week. Yes, that's fine. That's perfect. Says, TD, I need one for this week. Oh, okay, yeah, we did Quentin Johnson. We did that. I'm sorry. I missed this one. All right, I already did those. Yup. Star Dotson over Pickens. And Brandon, what's up, bro? He says, anybody on the Giants able to get the ball to Jalen? You asked $1 million question right there, bro. I don't know what's going on. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I don't understand what's going on. I that's why I'm mad at. I thought Brian Daboll was a great offensive coordinator. I talked about him all summer long. I might have been off on that. Other says, yeah, he threw a brick. Okay. Wow. Is he going to play? I got to keep watching to see if he's going to play. Would he throw a brick in the facility or in public? Conscious Machine, what's up, bro? There you go. He said, hey, first live show in a week or two. Sorry I've been absent. No, bro, you good? You're good. You're good. Charlene, what's going on? He said, hey, TD, did you look at the Miami DST? Easy money, easy schedule. 11 week through week 15. You can use them rest of the season. They have everyone coming back. Top. Ooh, okay. That's cutting edge content right there. I didn't know they'd be top 5. Now, listen, I know they pass rush has got better the last couple of weeks, and they ain't chopped liver, especially with Jalen coming back. So I'm gonna check them out. I might stream them. Thank you for that. Amado, what's up, bro? He says T-Law or Brock Purdy. I'm going to go with T-Law. I'm going with T-Law, but it's close. I'm going with T-Law. Amato says, in the flex, Jahan Dotson or Jerry Jeudy. I'm going with Dotson over Jeudy. Jeudy is a good play this week. He is a top 36 wide receiver, but Dotson is more of closer to the top 24 wide receiver. So I'm going with Dotson. Chris says, Quentin Johnson or Christian Watson or Shakir from the Bills, full PPR. I'm going with Christian Watson. I think I already did that one, but I'm going with Christian Watson, even if I did it already. MH says, what kind of value does Devontae Adams carry? A must start because he, for the draft capital. They're not going to have him out there if he's healthy, just to have him out there and he getting 4 targets. This guy, you got to start him. And then if you don't start him and you okay with that, then that's fine. I got it. I respect that. But I'm starting a guy like that because I don't want him to miss that boom. So I'm playing Devontae Adams. Can you name a Pacific wide receiver or 2 for him in a trade? Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle, and another piece, probably. Yeah, so hopefully that helped you out, bro. B Silver says star 1, Derek Carr Minshew, 4-point passing touchdown. I'm going with Derek Carr. Charlene says, I seen what I seen. What do you think about my long comment I made to you? Yes. I read it. That's why I hit you up with I agree with that. Watching the games is very important. Right. I agree with that. Juan Marino says, good morning, bro. Walker or Aaron Jones? I'm going to go with Walker. Aaron Jones. I'm going with Aaron Jones. He got the sauce in that backfield. I'm going with Aaron Jones because Charbonnet is coming. Rex, what's going on, Rex? That's what I'm gonna call you, bro. He says 4 PPR, star 1, wide receiver, star 1 running back. Tank Dell, Pop Douglas, Hollywood Brown, Jerome Ford, Tyler Algier, Ramondre Stevenson. So the one running back that I'm starting is going to be Ramondre. And the one wide receiver that I'm starting is going to be Tank Dell. Yes, Tank Dell over Hollywood. Hollywood, you can start Hollywood or Tank Dell. Either one. If you want to go with Hollywood, ain't nothing I got to say about that. But you definitely got to go with Ramondre as the running back. And the one wide receiver, I'm going to go with Tank Dell just because of the sauce and also Nico being out. Bo, I appreciate you, bro. Bo says Kyler or Baker. Also, Jay Ferg or McBride. I'm going with Jay Ferg as a tight end. He's hot. Hot, hot, hot. He's hot. And Kyler or Baker. I'm probably gonna go with Baker. Reason why Baker's been playing safer. To me, Collins is a stash for me this week. Unless it was like Baker's too good for me to tell you to sit. Like if it was Will Levis, I might go with Collar. But because it's Baker and he's been playing good, he's been giving you solid numbers. I still want to wait one more week and see what Collar does, and then we can go with Collar. So I'm gonna tell you to go with Baker for the safe. But if you're willing to play Collar and you okay with that, man, that's why I always get context like that. Because sometimes you just like, well, bro, I'm willing to go with the upside. I got a good team. So if you're willing to go with the upside, Collar's okay to play. But the safer play is Baker, and then I'm going with Jay Ferg over McBride. You got the tight end whisper, which is Dak Prescott. He always target his tight end. So I'm going to go with Jay Ferg. And yep. Y'all two get up. Y'all, we all can get up. We can have a meeting and we can talk about that. Yes, sir. D-Line said if Dobbs was still there, I would have went odd and two. Right. Right. I get what you're saying. Stacy, she got the Bleacher Report about Michael Thomas taken away by the police after allegedly attacking truck. Yeah, that's yeah, I don't. That's gonna be bad. Thank you for that, Stacy. Guys, this is the link. Appreciate that, Stacy. Yes, I got you, Dollar Bill. I am. I'm gonna get to your comment later, but I will be going live again. Weeby says, I see Charbonnet was coming for Walker's spot, so I got off Walker for DK Metcalf because DK got the easiest schedule. Come on now. That's why I've been telling y'all about DK the whole season for wide receivers for the rest of the season. So I expect some boom weeks. Yes, sir. I agree. And Stacy says, this BR link is the story to the Michael Thomas just for your information. Thank you, Stacy. That's what I need my what I call my subscribers. Yes, if y'all can help me out and post links like that, I appreciate it. Moderators. I'm sorry, that's the word. Moderators. Appreciate you. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, let's see. Let's go back up here. B Silver says start two, full PPR. JSN, Christian Watson, Charbonnet, Hunt. I can also pick up Kyle Phillips from waivers and drop a kicker too. Start two. B Silver, man, I'm gonna have to go with Christian Watson. And then listen, that's if you say TD, I can't do that, bro. I'm like, bro, I understand. And I'm not gonna be like, I told y'all to play Christian Watson. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with anything. So I'm not gonna sit and take no victory laps over no Christian Watson, probably for the rest of the season. But I'm gonna tell you to go with Christian Watson because JSN is the third wide receiver. And I like him. He is a star. But Christian Watson is quote unquote the 1A, 1B to that team, and he got boom potential. They trying to get him the ball. I know that. He's not out there for top level targets. Charbonnet, I like Charbonnet, but he still got to get through Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker and him is splitting at 50-50, so I'm still not ready to say Charbonnet is a big-time starter or a starter over like some of these guys. Hunt got a bad matchup. He's okay. You can play him too because he's going to get some opportunities, especially goal line opportunities. Especially with Deshaun Watson being out there, they're going to score some points because Deshaun Watson can play. A lot of people that got off Deshaun Watson, you have to watch what you say if that guy come out here and start balling. And because you got to go with, he can play. It takes a little bit of time. It took who was that? Carson Palmer a couple years when he stopped playing for about 2 years, and then he came back. It took Carson Palmer a whole year, but when he came back, he took Arizona almost to a Super Bowl 1 year. So you got to give guys a little bit of time. So I'm gonna go with Christian Watson, and JSN. I'm going with Christian Watson over JSN. The reason why, like I said, I don't know what Charbonnet is going to do, and Hunt got a tough matchup, and he's splitting carries with Jacoby Ford. Conscious Machine says, thoughts on Tristan Edwards. I picked him up when I put Nico on IR for the week. Noah Brown was available, but my opponent has T, and I have Chase, so I figure I would take Edwards. Bro, I haven't seen anything really about Edwards. I guess he has stash. I haven't really been on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what team he play on. I play in leagues where there's so many other guys out there. I haven't really seen no Tristan Edwards. I haven't heard anybody talk about him. I haven't even seen him on a waiver wire, even in a dynasty league. So I'm not gonna sit here and cat man like I know who he is. But he could listen. I don't know everything, man. You got to like Keaton Mitchell was a good pickup, and I told people like he's just another guy, you know. And he was at that point in time. But then when he got relevant, so y'all can be on things before I can be. So, bro, maybe Tristan Edwards is a good stash. Let me know more about him. Put the comment make a comment and let me know what he does and what player he is and what position and all that. Isaac says, that's so dirty, bro. He did that. Wow. Yeah. I don't have nothing to say, man. I don't know why he did that. He might probably gonna be missing some games soon. Rex says, peace to your mental, bro. Yes, thank you, man. I need that, bro. I need that. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me see how many likes we got in here. We got 30. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I see we already got trolls in here too. They ain't gonna comment because they know they're gonna get blocked. So, guys, I asked my moderators, if you see somebody in the comment section, they start doing something funny, make sure you block them. You got permission. If you see them make something crazy, say something crazy or say some garbage stuff, you got the right to block them. B. Silver says Seahawks or Saints defense. They said they maybe be possible rain game in Seattle. I'm still going with the Saints. I'm still going with the Saints defense. Chris says Stroud, Lawrence, or Dobbs. I'm going with Stroud. I'm going with Stroud. I'm going to say Stroud, Dobbs, and Lawrence. Those are my rankings. Brian says thoughts on Noah Brown with Nico out. I think he's a good play. I think he's right at the top 36 wide receiver. And that's just doing that because of who he is. He hasn't had number one good game. So I'm going to put him right at the top 36 wide receiver. So he's startable. And D-Lion says Dobbs possible playoff winner. Week 15, Cincinnati, Detroit, Green Bay. Yep. Especially with that rushing upside. I agree with that. Yes, sir. Rex says, man, I don't know about Love. I don't either. But I'm going to still go with the weapons if I got to, if I don't have nothing else to pick. So that's the only guy. But I don't believe in no Love, not far as in fantasy. I think in real life, I think he might be okay. But in fantasy, nah. JSRT, what's up, bro? He says Algier or Jalen Warren. I'm going with Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren. Country Machine says rank Shaheed, Douglas, Charbonnet, Pickens, please. I'm going to go with. Now, I'm just going to assume that Michael Thomas is playing. I'm going to go with Pickens, Douglas, Charbonnet, Shaheed. Pickens, Douglas, Charbonnet, Shaheed. Alad says, what up, bro? Need to drop two. McKinnon, Hendo, Elijah Mitchell, Charbonnet. Hendo. You got to watch dropping McKinnon because McKinnon is an extension of the passing game. So you got to be careful with dropping McKinnon. So I'm going to go with Hendo. And Elijah Mitchell right now. Hendo and Elijah Mitchell. MH, what's up, brother? He says, what kind of value does Devontae Adams carry? I'm in a 4 PPR league. Can you recommend a Pacific? Okay, I did that one already. Yeah. So, bro, let me answer that question. Crazy, you missed it the first time. Basically, I said Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, and Jalen Waddle. Charlene says, I dropped Hubbard, added Brown. Yes. Noah Brown. Yes, he's a good play this week. Top 36. Conscious Machine says, I play Pickens every week in a 2 flex league. It's embarrassing how barely the Steelers use him. I agree. 100%, bro. You don't, and you never know what type of game he's gonna have because they don't do anything consistent with him. Pickens on the Chargers would be top 15. I agree. There you go. I said the same thing. They need a wide receiver like Pickens. They do. Chase Brown, he's a start to Minshew, Heineke, or Collar. Let me see. Minshew, Heineke, or Collar. Let me see. I'm gonna go with Collar. I like Minshew, but I think they're gonna run the ball a lot with JT. I don't know about Joshua Downs. Alec Pierce can't get open, so I can't say Minshew. Collar got some weapons. He got James Conner back. I like Heineke, but I need to see. I like Heineke, but I'm not going to say Heineke over Collar. Heineke is not good enough for me to put over Collar at this point in time. Collar's going to be rusty this game, but maybe this third or fourth quarter he could be good. So you got to be okay with Collar being a little bit rusty early in the game. So I'm going to go with Collar over Heineke. Dirt 4, he says, I have Kelsey on bot. I can't afford to cut anyone but Charbonnet, and he's my handcuff to Walker. Do I pick up Jared Irvin Smith, Luke Musgrave, or Conqueror? I don't want you to drop Charbonnet for no reason. Anyone but Charbonnet, okay, and he's my handcuff for Walker. Wow. I might not even play a tight end. But that's rough, man. Because if something happened with Walker and you don't got Charbonnet, you might regret it. But if you're okay with that, we know what can happen. We know the steps to this. So I'm gonna say if T. Higgins doesn't play, I can't do that. I'm gonna say Luke Musgrave is the tight end that I would play over Okonkwo. I would say Luke Musgrave. Shawnee says, "Go Texas." Texas must be balling. Conscious Machine said, "Oh man, if Thomas Shaheed hits, I agree with that 100%. Yes, sir." Yep, like I said, I like Noah Brown with Nico. He's a top 36 wide receiver. D-Line says, Doc, yeah, we did that one. Yep. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, D-Lion. Lindell says, got a trade off of PPR. Amari Cooper, Chuba for my girl Wilson. I might take that Amari Cooper because Deshaun Watson looked good. I might go ahead and take that, bro, because you don't need Chuba. You got good players. Garrett Wilson is good. He's going to get a lot of targets. He got a bad quarterback. Aaron Rodgers could come back later. But Amari Cooper, that's a plug. You can use him as a flex wide receiver. That's in trouble. I don't want to play against that boom, but I ain't going to call him no boom bust, but I don't want to play against nobody like that in the flex. That's not a flex. That's a wide receiver, a low-end wide receiver 1 that you're going to be able to have as a wide receiver 3. So I like that trade. I'm going to get that trade a B+ if you could get that. Bimo, what's going on, bro? He says, big decision this week. Should I start Dak or Stroud? You got to go with Dak. Got to play Dak over Stroud. Appreciate you, Stacy. Appreciate you, Brandon. Yes, sir. Armado, yes, sir. Yep. Just hit me up, bro. Appreciate you, Armado. Tone, he says, need an RB2 and a flex. PPR, James Cook, Jalen Warren, London, and Demario Douglas. Let's see here. Need an RB2 and a flex 4 PPR. I'm going to go with London and Jalen Warren. I'm going with London and Jalen Warren. Zach says Trey McBride, Jake Ferguson, or Cade Otton. I'm going with Jake Ferguson over Cade Otton. Appreciate that, Bible. Dirty, what's up, brother? He says, what up, TD? Should I start Todd Chandler, Antonio Gibson, Ezekiel Elliott, and my flex 4 PPR? I also have Leonard Fournette. I will go Antonio Gibson this week. He deserves a start this week. He's a top 30 running back. Yep. Shaka. He said, would you trade Olave and Javonte for Jefferson? Yes, I would. I would trade it. As long as you're good at running, long as you're good and you got the depth to consolidate. My other running backs are Kamara, Breach, A-Chain. Okay, you good there. And my other wide receivers are Garrett Wilson, Thielen, Ridley, Sutton, Judy. Now, you do need receivers, but you need that upper play from Jefferson. So I would make that. I'm going to get that at 8. If you can get rid of Olave and Javonte to go get Jefferson, yes, I would do that all day. Isaac says, brick at a car and push someone. Yeah, that's assault. Dollar Bill, yes, brother, I am going live tonight. Appreciate you. I am going live tonight. I don't know. I might do, guys, if you got any recommendations of the video that you want tonight, other than that, I was going to do 10 or 12 guys that are skyrocketing up the rankings. Guys that you should be looking to have, like you feel good about having on your team or maybe trying to trade for them. That's what I mean when I make that video. Players that are skyrocketing up rankings. So let me know if you got any other recommendations for tonight's live. Brandon says, what up, bro? Last roster spot. Stash a tight end for Andrews by 13 or Tanks Bigsby just in case. I have an open spot in Jameson Williams. He said last roster spot. Stash a tight end for Andrews week 13 by or Tanks Bigsby just in case. I wouldn't work. I mean, you can have Tanks Bigsby, but I don't think he's going to get the full workload. So I will go ahead and stash a tight end for Mark Andrews. If it's somebody out there good. If it's trash out there, then I would just hold on to Tanks Bigsby and just stream somebody when I get there. I think, matter of fact, I don't think you need to stash anybody. I would just wait. There's so many tight ends out there, bro. Just wait till that week and then get you a tight end. Don't stash nobody. Just hold on to Tanks Bigsby because that's a backup running back where he could be a top 30 running back if anything happened to ETN. I'm not saying he's gonna get no 20 carries, but I think he could get 10 to 15. Zach says drop Seahawks defense or Steelers defense. I need an added kicker with Jake Elliott on a bye. I would drop the Seahawks defense. Isaac says it was a construction worker by his house. It was something building up over time. Looks like he might play. Okay. Yeah, that's still bad, though. Zach says David Njoku is on waivers. Should I add him and start him over Ferguson and McBride? No, you can add him. I think you should add him if you got room, but you need to start Ferguson. Ferguson is the star. And Charlene says Stash, Dowdle, or Bigsby, or both. Hold on. I'm sorry. I already did that. Okay, hold on. Yeah, she said Charlene said stash Dowdle or Bigsby or both. I would stash both. Listen, I'm always stashing him. If I got room on my team, I'm stashing a guy, especially Dowdle. You know what type of work he's going to get. Deuce Vaughn might get a little bit, but Dowdle going to get like 90% of that, maybe 80. And Bigsby is probably going to get like 65% of that. So Dowdle is a better stash than Bigsby, but I would try to stash both if I could. Samuel says, hello, bro. Half-point PPR, Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray? Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson the rest of the season. I love these tough games that he's going to have. This is when we're going to see him show up. Yes, sir. And Dirk said, I was thinking about taking the zero at tight end because I really don't want to drop. I agree with that. I probably would do that myself because that's too optimal of cuff that you might need. I'm okay with that. I think that's smart. That's cutting edge content right there. Brandon says, right on. Thanks, bro. Anytime. Guys, how many likes we got? Let's see how many likes we got. Let's get the likes up. We got 34. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Brandon says, talking crypto, I always had good luck with Matic. So add that one to your research. Okay. Let me write that down. Yes, sir. CHB says Keaton Mitchell or Antonio Gibson this week. Man, with the hamstring injury to Keaton Mitchell, I'm going with Antonio Gibson, bro. I'm going with Antonio Gibson. Samuel says half-point PPR, 14 lead. My running backs are trash because of injuries. My record is 5-4. Okay. My running backs are trash because of injuries. I have Brian Robinson, Justice Hill, Charbonnet, Elijah Mitchell. 2 teams drop Foreman and Moss. Who should I drop and pick up? You could drop Justice Hill or Elijah Mitchell. And you can pick up, I would pick up Foreman. Foreman going to be a good starting running back rest of the season. He always going to get goal line opportunities now, no matter what. Even with Khalil coming back, Khalil going to get some opportunities. But I think Foreman has got a role now. The guy who missed his window was Rashad Johnson. I hate that too, because I thought he was getting ready to smash and we missed it. That's okay though. It happens like that. Dirty says, what up, TD? I need help with my flex position. Todd Chandler, Antonio, or Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going with Antonio over Todd Chandler and Ezekiel Elliott. Sean, what's going on, bro? He says, thoughts on trading Tua, Swift, and Deontay Johnson for IU. Well, let me know what type of quarterback you got, because I'm not going to tell you to trade Tua unless you got like Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Pat Mahomes. So I would not be trading Tua unless I got one of those 4 guys. And you said Swift and Deontay for IU. I like you trading for IU and Swift and Deontay. I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with trading Tua unless you got another upper echelon quarterback. Okay, I see it right here. Okay, you got Hurts, and I'm more than good at running backs. I need an upgrade at wide receiver. Yes, I'm okay with that. I like that. I think that's a little heavy. I don't know your league, but I understand the player that you're getting, and you telling me, I'm going to take your word. You telling me, I mean, you got hurt, so you telling me you're good at running backs, and you need to upgrade at wide receiver. Deontay Johnson is just a PPR guy. I think IU got a little bit more touchdown upside than Deontay. So, yeah, I would make that move. All right, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I will be going live later on today. Maybe I might even do a video or 2 before the live. If you got any recommendations on what to do as far as a live or even a video, just hit me up, especially as my members. Y'all can do that at any time. So, guys, thank you. Kazi says, what's up, bro? Kyler Murray or Josh Dobbs this week? I'm going with Josh Dobbs. And Lindell says, I'm going to get out of here, bro. I'm going to call your business line in an hour or 2. Okay. That's what's up. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Y'all be safe. Listen, guys, if you need help with your leagues, make sure you sign up as a Phenom Crew member where you can get you a free consultation. Right? And that way I can break your team down. I know a lot of you got a lot of questions and you want me to help you with trades. It's hard for me to do it if you don't get the consultation. And even when we do it in the chat and on my business line, it's still harder. If we sit down and we can talk, I can give you the reason why. I can give you rest of the season, and we got 30 minutes. So make sure you sign up as a Phenom Crew to get that. Samuel says, half-point PPR wide receiver. I'm rolling with St. Brown, George Pickens, Flex, Zay Flowers, or more. I would probably go with, I would go with that. I'm going Zay Flowers over Moore. I'm going with Zay Flowers over Moore. Amado says Zach Charbonnet or Antonio Gibson for RB2. And what defense is better? Start Browns, Colts, Buccaneers, or Vikings? Man, I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings, man. The Vikings, really? The Buccaneers. I can't go with the Buccaneers. You know what? Yes. You know, that's who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. Only D-Hop is the only guy I got to worry about. They secondary is not that great. Hopefully they can hold D-Hop off. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers over the Browns. Is a great defense. You could just, to me, I would just start the Browns and take whatever I get between with Lamar, right? But I get it. You might be scared of Lamar them, but this game could be a 17-14 game or a 21-17 point game. I don't know how your league points is for DST, but I'm not gonna get too cute when I got the Browns defense. That's a top 5 defense. But in a vacuum, just to pick and cherry pick per week, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers this week, even though their secondary is weak. Dylan, he says, hey, bro, PPR have to drop one in case JJ gets taken off IR. Who would you drop between Miles Sanders, Henderson, or Jaden Reed? I probably would drop Jaden Reed or Darrell Henderson. So in that order, Jaden Reed and Darrell Henderson in that order. CHB says, I might go 0 tight end this week as well since Tank Bigsby is on waivers. Yes, I understand. Sometimes you got to do that. That's cutting edge content right there. All right, guys, y'all be safe. Let me see. Charlene says, I have to prep my 4th quadrant now. Okay. My 4th quadrant now. Okay, I got you. I love that. That's what you got to do. You got to get ready for that. You got to be thinking 2 or 3 weeks ahead. That's why I'm telling y'all to hold on to Charbonnet and get DK Metcalf for the 4th quadrant. Yep. Thank you, Charlene. And Rome, he says, pick 2 PPR, Dale, Lockett, or Cooper. I'm going with Cooper got a tough matchup this week. I don't usually tell people to sit their stud, so I'm not going to tell you. Now, listen, Dale and Lockett got better matchups. Dale and Lockett got better matchups. I doubt if they double team Dale. They could double team Dale. So I'm going to go with Lockett and Cooper, man. I'm going to go with Lockett and Cooper. Even though Cooper got a tough matchup, I don't want you sitting Cooper. Now, if you want to, you could play Dale and Lockett and sit Cooper because he got a tough matchup against Marlon Humphrey, which is the Baltimore Ravens. So, yeah. So I would say Dale and Lockett got the best matchups, but to me, I'm not going to tell you to sit Cooper. I would start Cooper, and I would go with Lockett. All right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Peace. Yep. Thanks to you. Thank you too, Charlene.
Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga, I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit.
Country for life in this bitch.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up.
Okay, turn me up, yeah.
I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go and bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your